The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
I can hear her heartbeat from 1,000 miles. Yeah, the heavens open every time she smiles. Yeah, when I come to her, that's where I belong. Yet I run into her like a river song. She gave me love.
Hi guys, welcome to Cosmopolitans with Lauren. I'm smacking because I just slurped down some sushi. So, FYI, when you ask me what I'm doing before the show, it's brewing up my Cosmopolitan mixes and slurping back sushi because that's my newfound love. Even though we're in the South and we're late in life, I lived in California forever, New York forever, didn't dig sushi, but as soon as the grocery store opened up down the street, I love sushi. I eat it every minute of every day. I have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Welcome to Cosmopolitans with Lauren, and I have to tell y'all that are watching the live feed tonight or watched it, I'm so nervous that my producer is actually laughing at me because normally I don't get nervous. I'm like, Slim Shady, like what Eminem.
Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah, I'm Cool Hand Luke. Normally, I'm gonna throw up because it's a change, and I don't do change. I do change great, but I need a 24-hour change. And my Pulitzer Prize guest developed a sickness today, and we're not going to cut him any grief because I've been sick and I've called in sick to work before, but that left me open-ended. So tonight I am in the, what shall we call it, the sweat box. I'm going to actually get interviewed by my producer because I get a lot of questions about who I am, what I am, where did I come from, and then hopefully we'll have some call-in listeners. We've had some call-in listeners before the show ever started that we had to turn down, but that's just because the show hadn't started. But then we have, if y'all are out there listening, go to my Facebook page. What is the number? Do we know the number?
We do. 1-800-508-5431.
Okay, well, I can't remember that because I'm not a mouth of those. So call that number, and until we get the call-ins, because I looked at my Facebook, we had like 5 call-ins before that. Now nobody's calling in, so let's do the interview process. I would like to introduce my producer. And I call it my Southern gentleman because he's got that slow Southern drawl. He cracks the whip on me and makes sure that I have everything in line for all my shows. And he does all the computer work and all the live work and the feeds and stuff. So we want to say hello to Bart, the gentleman.
Hello.
Hello, Bart.
How are you?
And he wouldn't let me see the questions before he's asking them. It's supposed to be what I always say is it's going to be organic. So let's roll with the questions from Gentleman Bart.
Okay, I have one for you.
Oh God, I'm so scared, y'all. Like I need that antiperspirant for 24 hours because I'm sweating. Okay, go ahead.
So what do you think your biggest hurdle in this business has been?
In the business or in my life?
Business.
And the business is that I have started it without a agent or a manager and have kind of done it on my own. At a really bad time in my life, I started writing movies, and I feel like I got taken advantage of a lot of times because I was kind of enthralled in the passions of a divorce or raising kids, or this was kind of my second deal, and so I didn't, I guess, look at things right. I was more passionate about my writing and more passionate about my stuff. And also I'm very loyal. I get, for the people that discovered my writing, I'm very loyal to them. Tom Sanders, throwing that out for you, and the people that discovered me as far as radio show, I'm very loyal to them. I don't know, I'm just kind of loyal type chick. So what else you got for me? That was easy. I'm not sweating right now.
So you partially answered that, but who do you think helped you get where you are?
Well, I just... God? Oh, there's a beep in. All right, here we have a call. All right, guys, I'm taking my first call. Please don't let it be a sex question. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we'll cut you off.
Cosmopolitans with Lauren, can I help you?
Lauren, this is Ron Matthews.
Hi, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really, really nervous. We were just talking about that I should have worn my secret today because I'm sweating. I'm hoping that you have a really good question and not something that's going to make me jump out of my seat.
So what's the fun at?
What's the fun if I'm not jumping out of my seat? There's lots of fun.
You want to jump?
Hey, I'm an athlete. I can jump really far. Now, do you have a good question for me, or do you have a good comment for me?
I don't know. I didn't know what to say, one with the other.
Well, do you have a feeling about the show?
Yeah, what about the show? Tell me about it.
Well, I don't know. Do you like it? Or did you smoke a little something happy before you called in? You have to have. You have to have like a question.
What's that?
You have to have like a question. Okay. All right. Well, give me a shout out. You got a good shout out for me?
Are we on air right now?
Yeah, we're on the air right now.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me a little bit about the show.
Okay. Well, all right. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the show right now. And Cosmopolitans with Lauren is the show that was developed by me and my producer, and it is designed to just the normal person. I am a normal person. I'm not like, I actually took my extensions out on the table and took my eyelashes off after I filmed the live feed. And I am a normal person. So it is about a normal person that's just trying to entertain the average listener. My hierarchy is not to get the elite of the elite or the low of the low. It's just to entertain y'all and make you laugh. I consider myself not only a radio show host, but an entertainer. My joy in life is to make other people laugh and to make other people feel comfortable in their surroundings. I don't ever like to make people feel ostracized or different. That's my goal, is to make everybody feel like whoever they are, whatever their issues are, whatever, is that they're part of us. We're all part of together. There's nobody better or lower. And that's what Cosmopolitans with Lauren is. It's a fun time making everybody feel happy and included, and not, like, remember when you were in high school and you had that it table? And I actually sat at the it table because I was an athlete, but I didn't feel like an it person. But the it table, I want everybody to feel like they're sitting at the it table. So, Mr. Producer, are you going to ask me another question, or are you just going to fiddle over there with your own phone and make your own business?
It's all business we're handling here.
Okay.
A lot of things go on behind the scenes. Flipping switches and making all this stuff happen.
I know. Where are the people that called before? Hey, guys, if you're calling in, let's have a question, not just a giggle online. Okay, go ahead.
So,
you have like 7 pages sitting there, and you're fumbling for one question.
what has been your biggest shocker or slap in the face?
Oh, my God. Well, that's, once again, are we going to personally, or are we going professionally?
You answer it however you want to.
My biggest shocker would have to be a text that I got on the beach that was like, "I'm leaving you." I got a text on the beach. My daughter was filming a movie that said, "I'm leaving you." And that was completely out of midair. I never expected to see anything like that. Okay, we got another caller, and I can't forget that moment, so I'm not going to lose that train of thought. Let's answer this phone call. Hello, this is Lauren, Cosmopolitans with Lauren. How can I help you?
Hi, Lauren. It's Sal Amato. How are you?
Hey, Sal. This is one of my favorite people, guys. Sal and I got to be friends on Facebook, and I loved him because he has the most amazing military pictures ever. How are you, Sal?
I'm doing very well, thank you. And how about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm a little in the hot seat because this is kind of like, I've never done this before, like call-ins and questions and interviews online. I'm usually the one interviewing, so I'm a little sweaty. Thank you for asking, though. So tell me, what's your question, my love?
My question for you this evening is, how do you enjoy doing this show?
I love doing the show, and
what prepared you to get where you are?
You're so sweet to ask that question. I really appreciate that question. What prepared me to get to this point is it's kind of a deep thing where I usually try and keep y'all laughing. The thing that kept me here is that I think that I have been through such traumatic experiences in my life. I came from such a privileged background that a lot of people don't kind of live in a bubble. And I went through a lot of traumatic experiences without talking about it or coping with it, but it was like one after the other. And so I evolved into this person that could relate to pretty much anybody. I can relate to, I feel like, anybody. I could go to the people on the streets, to the people in the business world, and the people that are, walk the red carpet. I really feel like I've been touched by so many aspects in my life, good, negative, and positive, that I'm able to feel what others are feeling. And
right.
I love that question, and you are my cutest friend, and I'm going to have to go to somebody else, but Sal, I will text you later, okay?
Okay. That
Thank you,
great.
honey.
Thank you.
Mwah. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Lauren, Cosmopolitans with Lauren. Can I help you?
Hey, Lauren, it's Nancy. How are you?
Hey, Nancy. How are you, my friend?
Good. Are you doing good tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm kind of on the hot seat right now. I'm enjoying it because I'm kind of the on-the-spur moment type person that doesn't plan, but it is a little nerve-wracking not being in control of the interviews.
I bet. So you have it all to yourself tonight.
No, that's not good. I'm used to interviewing, not being interviewed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you said something about you were going to be interviewed tonight.
Well, between the call-ins and the producer, I feel like I am being interviewed tonight.
Oh, okay. So I'm supposed to interview you about your radio station.
Give me a good question, Nancy.
Find out how it was started and how you did everything. Got it all together.
Oh, well, thank you for asking. I kind of led into that before, is that I really feel like that that things evolve the way you don't really realize that things happen for a reason. And I went through.
Yeah, they do.
And that's what I just was talking to Sal, my friend. That I love. I love you, Sal. This called in before you. That, traumatic things happened, and this last thing that happened was the death of my boyfriend of 3 years when we were running. But, I've contemplated for months, 6 months. I was like, what am I going to do with this? I've been through 2 divorces, and I've been through such difficult times. Like, am I going to curl up in a ball in fetal position, or am I going to move on? And it was once I decided that I was not going to fit the mold that everybody wanted me to be. Like, I was supposed to get remarried. I was supposed to be at the country club. I was supposed to play tennis. I was supposed to do all this other stuff. And I had this untapped fountain within me that had this artistic feeling like there's so many things that I want to do. I want to do a talk show. I want to create clothing line. I want to act. I want to write, movies. I want to do this. And I finally just realized, it's the last part of my life. I was going to quit living for other people, and I was actually going to do what interested me. And the burning thing within me, and I walked through the doors that were opened instead of just kind of turning my back and saying, you know, I need to go ahead and get married again. I need to find another husband. I need to do this. I need to, you know, do that, because it was I was kind of stagnated. I had gone from raising kids completely, and then marrying my second husband and raising his kids and my kids, and then I really just didn't work very much. And so when we got divorced, it was, you know, sink or swim. So it was really, yeah, it was really coming to terms with myself of who I was and who I wanted to be, and really realizing that I was never going to be what, and I think this is important to everybody. I'm gonna hang up, but I'm gonna finish with you, Nancy. Is really finding who I wanted to be, not who everybody else wanted me to be. And that's the big question. I mean, that's the big answer, I think. Hi, welcome to Cosmopolitans with Lauren. This is Lauren. Can I help you?
Hi, Lauren. It's Jerry Lerner calling.
Hi, Jerry. How are you?
So, well, it's great to hear your voice again.
Well, it's so good to hear your voice. I don't hear a lot of your voices. I see a lot of your typings, but I don't hear your voice. How are you tonight?
Everything is great. Everything's fantastic.
Well, that's terrific, right? Couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Well, it's been a beautiful day here in Los Angeles. Got a lot of work done on the sequel to my book, and even had a chance to take a beautiful hike in Runyon Canyon.
My favorite. Didn't even go over to Malibu Canyon, because that's my favorite place in the entire world. And whenever I come back to LA, you're going to have to take me to Malibu Canyon to walk that. Well, I actually will run it with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How's the book going, Jerry?
Say again?
Tell me how the book's going.
Oh, the book is fantastic. The Nighthawk Deception is doing very well. It's selling very well, and I'm just getting really very strong feedback, and very interestingly, not just from, it's a suspense thriller, not just from men, but women as well. It's getting quite a fan club there. It's really great. The sequel is well on its way, and I just took on writing the screenplay for the Nighthawk Deception. So that just started.
That is so exciting. Listen, what I want you to do next is I want you to send me the cover of your book so I can tag it onto my Facebook page so everybody can see it, okay?
Oh, absolutely. That would be great.
I will definitely do that. Now, I have to bump you off, but I'm still here, and I'm still going to talk about your book, but I'm bumping you off to someone else, but because I've never done this before. But we love Jerry, and he's going to send me his synopsis. He's going to send me the cover of his book that's coming out soon, and he's an author that I love, and he's got an amazing book out, and we're going to have him on the show one day, so really excited about that. Thank you, Jerry, for calling in and sharing with that. All right, so, we were talking, you know what, and see, I'm an owl. I'm like Winnie the Pooh owl, the owl that sits up in the tree that remembers everything. I remember what you asked me, the things that inspired me. Well, yeah, it would be the most things that was getting the text on the beach and realizing that it was sink or swim. And I think that Nancy, the call-in before, had a question. I said that, it was kind of rebuilding a life that you never knew you were intended on having, I guess, is the answer. Does that look good to you? Or is that sufficient?
Sure. It's not a test.
I know. Do I get ice cream cone after this?
Yeah, if they're open up the street. So, what advice would you give people to want to get into this business?
Don't do it like I did it. Don't do it like I did it, because it will take forever. My daughter got in the business, and she is like an amazing actress, and we went to one of those, there's a phone call. So I'm writing down Expo. So here we go. Here we go, guys. Welcome to Cosmopolitans with Lauren. This is Lauren.
Yeah, hi, Lauren. This is John Owens calling you.
Hey, J.O. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing very good. How are you?
I'm so excited to hear your voice. Guys, I'm so excited. Like, I know all these people, and I don't get to hear their voices, so I'm, like, ecstatic to hear your voice. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. Everything is fine with me. I see you're doing very good. I'm so proud of you. And so proud of to call you, be able to call you up and talk to you.
I mean, and I'm going to call you J.O. I love J.O. because he always reposts all my posts, and if you look at his posts, they're very inspiring and inspirational. Do you have a good comment for me or a good question for me, J.O.?
Any questions? I like I said, I'm so happy that everything is working wonderful for you. I understand you did a movie and all these good things, so I'm just so happy to be able to talk to you and see how you and the family are doing, and just I'm blessed to myself to be able to have so many good friends and have so many good people around me.
Oh, that's so wonderful, and you are definitely an inspiration. And I do repost a lot of stuff that John has for me because he is an amazing friend on Facebook, and he has great inspirational stuff. And people that don't believe in social media, hey guys, I started out with like 20 friends, and I love social media because I have an amazing group of friends, and I'm like the big nerd that you see on television. I haven't met the people, but I love them. They're my friends. So, hey, wake up. Bart's over there yawning. John, thank you for your call in, and I want to say thank you. And here we got another call coming in. Hold on. Hi, this is Lauren, Cosmopolitans. Lauren, can I answer a question for you? Hello? Was that a prank call?
Yep, prank call.
It's like Scream. Like, I hope nobody's out there going, did you check on the children yet?
Yeah. Do you have Prince Albert in the can?
Is your refrigerator
running?
Yeah, I was going to say. But that would have scared me more, like I was babysitting. One time I babysat and somebody called up and goes, have you checked the children? Remember the stranger calls? I never babysat after that. I was like, take me off your list. I'm not babysitting.
What you get for answering the phone? I guess back then, though, they didn't have caller ID, did they?
No, we never got like that. What? I know. That sounded weird. I said caller ID. Okay, go ahead and ask me another question.
Well, what I want to know is, what is welcome to Lauren's World? What is that?
Okay, welcome to Lauren's World because I live in my own world. It makes me very happy to live in my own world. Oh, can we go back to that? Will you remember that topic?
I'll remember.
Okay. Hi, this is Lauren. Ooh, welcome to Cosmopolitans. Lauren, can I help you?
Yes. Hi, Lauren. This is John again. I just got disconnected in the middle of the conversation, so I know you're on the air right now. So I don't want to keep much of your time. I'm just so proud of everything that you're doing, and your inspiration to me and everybody else. So I just wanted to return the call. I got disconnected. So
it's okay. Oh, and I love you. It's just I think they're backed up, So I want to say I love you, John. Y'all go on that Facebook page and you'll see my friend J.L. on it.
Okay, all right. Keep in touch and God bless you, okay?
God bless you, honey. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye. Okay, and welcome to Lauren's World. I live in a bubble. I live in the land of the... No, we're not online. I live in the land of the bubble queens where everything's happy and it's unicorns and everything. But I am deep...
The land of Honolulu.
Chitty chitty bang bang. No, I love fashion and beauty and health, and I've been obsessed with that. My father owned, my whole family has basically been in the fashion business. My family started the first big department store where we live, and like major department store, and so I always would go to New York to help buy clothes, and I've always been into fitness, and I've always obviously been into beauty, so I read everything that I can get my hands on. I interact with a lot of people, and so Welcome to Lauren's World is a Facebook page, and I want to start it as a blog page, but it's something that I kind of give people an ideas. Being in the industry, I've been on the modeling side of an industry. I've been an actress. I've been a producer. I've been on the backstage where we're getting actresses ready for shoots or to go on film. And so I know a lot of techniques and a lot of things that go on, especially, once again, being in health and fitness, to add to that. And for some reason, I kind of have this knack of knowing the fashion the year before the fashion hits. So I kind of, Welcome to Lauren's World is kind of like a hint, hey y'all, wake up, here's what's going on.
Okay.
You gonna hit me with something better than that? Something I can answer? Don't. No, I was kidding. Don't do that. Y'all don't know him. He's got a lead. He's like Captain Hook. He's got the big hook hand.
I was just going to ask you what terminal velocity of a falling body in outer space is.
There we go. Well,
Okay.
that would be like Tom Hanks, an astronaut or something. I don't have an answer for that. There's a reason I don't have.
And what are your 4 favorite things? Not 3, but 4.
Okay. First of all, my 4 favorite things would be hosting a radio show.
Okay.
Does that
counts.
count?
Anything counts as one.
Okay. Acting.
Sounds like eating sushi is one of them, but
Well, we can't count that because that's so far down. Because I'm an entertainer. Second would be writing screenplays, writing things. And my newfound love is acting. Now that I have this new acting role in New Orleans, I've been watching all these things on how to act and stuff because my daughter's an actress, or she was. And then I would say my 4th thing is
should have stuck with 3, huh?
I should have started with 3. I would say blogging about fashion and beauty and health. Exercise. I love to work out. I can't, actually, guys, I can't function unless I work out. Like, literally, do not call me before I get my workout in because I'm not a nice person and I'm not a fun person. My dog wakes me up in the morning to take him out, and then I got to take my daughter to school, and then I need to work out. So don't call me before then.
Okay. So, do the show once a week, right? Yes.
Unfortunately, I wish I had like 5 days. But yeah. But
How do you... Well, of course I know that. But these people out in listener land don't know that.
Right. Okay.
And how are they going to know if I don't pretend and ask you questions?
Okay. Well, you're not pretending.
I'm actually asking them.
They actually hear the papers ruffling in the background. There they go. There are the questions, people. And I have a wine glass and sushi here to tell you that it's happening.
So why don't you tell everybody what you do to get ready for the show every week?
That's funny. Are you doing that? Because I just covered that. I eat sushi. Starting at 4 o'clock, I start I call it de-Laurening. I put aside all the things they're worrying me about, school stuff with my kids, paying bills and worrying about work and stuff like that. And then, I take a shower, I get ready. I walk across the street to get my sushi. I get my Cosmopolitans ready, and I research I don't really research. I just look over who I'm going to interview and stuff like that. But I try and de-Laurenize.
All right. Well, now we're going to take a short commercial break, and then we'll be right back with Cosmopolitans with Lauren and Lauren Dambridge. Take it away.
Are you hangry? Know the signs. Uncontrollable yelling.
Why aren't you egg rolls?
Hallucination.
Sushi.
Pants discomfort.
I hate you, pants.
Hangry. It can happen to anyone. Fortunately, there's E24, the app that tells hunger to shut up.
Egg rolls. Thanks, Snoop.
E24. In my medical opinion, it's the best way to order food online, baby.
Hey everyone, I want to tell you all about an amazing salon. Joyce's, located at 132 Ferry Street in Everett, Massachusetts. Joyce's specializes in the latest techniques in coloring, styling, cutting, and beach waves. Joyce's features Sukesha all-natural nutrient products in organic color. Joyce's full-service spa and salon located at 132 Ferry Street, Everett, Massachusetts. 617-387-6688. Specializing in you.
And now, another fresh insight from Roger Berkowitz, President and CEO of Legal Seafoods.
If your wife can't take the time to test your tuna for purity, then why should you take the time to come to a complete stop before letting her out of the car? Just saying.
Legal Seafoods. If it isn't fresh, it isn't legal.
Hi, my name is Amrita Rapnarayan, aka Valanistama. Amrita means ambrosia or nectar of the gods. Valanistama means keeper of divine knowledge. Join me every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern for a night talk with Joe Rocks, exclusively on TuneIn Satellite on Armed Radio Global Network, where we will discuss food, culinary arts, baking, cooking, food preparation and presentation, bringing you a little bit of the divine knowledge so you can create your own nectar of the gods.
Plan your visit to Savino Vineyards in Woodbridge, Connecticut today. It's a family-owned and operated vineyard that grows premium grapes on 8 acres of land and produces a fine selection of wine on-site in a historic barn. Savino Vineyards is a bronze medal winner in the Amenti del Vino International Wine Competition, and wine tastings are only $7. Visit SavinoVineyards.com to find out more, and follow Savino Vineyards on Facebook. That's SAVINO Vineyards. Or call 203-389-2050 for more information.
Hi guys, we're back with Cosmopolitans with Lauren. I'm actually laughing. I need a sedative because at this point I had so many people that said, "Oh, I'm going to call you and I want to ask you this question. I don't know how those sports people get all those people calling in all the time.
You have to be controversial, which you're not.
I can be controversial.
Yeah, but we're not going to start that tonight. It's too late.
I really can't be controversial because I like everybody pretty much. Okay.
You really want a bunch of Alabama and Auburn fans calling?
Yeah, well, most people, yeah, I remember my first date in Los Angeles when I moved back. I moved out from University of Alabama and I moved to LA to start modeling, and I had a date with a model guy. I should have known this. And I said, he goes, "Now, where are you from?" And I said, "Alabama, like, University of Alabama, Roll Tide. Paul Bear Bryant," because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he doesn't even know what football is.
Yeah. Really? But even back then, everybody knew who Paul Bear Bryant was.
You had a date with a girl.
Y'all didn't hear that. He's just not me. Okay, go ask another question.
So how do you come up with all these guests, these awesome guests you get every week?
I do have awesome guests. I have awesome guests. Once again, I have to go into networking. I started one day and just decided I was going to be famous. You know that story. I literally was sitting at my desk at a law office, getting paid nothing, and just decided, I've got all these screenplays that have been bought, and they're all in production, and they're all working, and I'm going to make the most of this. So I started the social thing, Facebook, LinkedIn, all this other stuff, and I met amazing people. And I have to say, I can't just go in there and say that, anybody could do that, because I did have a background I had a lot of friends in the entertainment business, being that I had worked in the entertainment business, and my daughter had worked in the entertainment business, and I had friends in the entertainment business. So it was a form of networking on a hierarchy of getting obtainable guests that would entertain people. But then eventually it turned into, once I had a couple of those, then I was able to go to the serious issues, which I think it faced the common man, which is I didn't always have to have like this entertainer or this, these amazing people on. I could actually have on Joe Blow across the street that had, dealing with drug addiction or spousal abuse or something like that. So it afforded me the ability to have different opportunities, I guess, to ask people to be on my show. Did that answer your question, or was it too over the top?
Too over the top for me?
No, well, nothing's over the top for you. So, all right, give me another question there, buddy.
So with that, when you pick your guests, I mean, it always seems to be subject matter that relates to people's lives. Then maybe they want to talk about or don't want to talk about. Is that kind of it with the...
That's kind of it with me. I haven't, I was going to have on somebody one time that was going to be really intense, and it was going to kind of, I did on a live feed that it was going to be kind of like the 48 hours or 20/20 own or something like that. Yes, I have that in me right now. I have that, I have a really dark side. I typically am giggly and laughy, and people that look at me think that I'm very, bubbly. But I do have a really dark side, and I don't mean that I'm like Dexter going out and killing people at night, but I have a deep dark side, and I like to write about dark issues. The authors that I like, the shows that I like are typically dark in nature, because I find the beauty of turmoil is, how do I say this? Turmoil and controversy and negative forces is what makes or breaks you. Whether you're going to lay down and you give up the fight, or you're going to fight. And I think the beauty of the fight, I think it is beautiful of people, the way they fight and come back, and they come back stronger. So I like to have people on that are rebuilding their lives, or starting new, or starting over, or starting a new venture, something like that, where it can inspire people that are feeling really like they've kind of lost everything, or, it's too late to try this, or, I like to give people their second chances, because I was granted a second chance, and had I not been granted a second chance, I'd probably be in a fetal position on the couch. So I always like to repay. I feel like it's karma. I like to give back because I was given so much.
So you started talking about this a little bit earlier, but what is the difference between Lauren, on the air Lauren, and the real Lauren?
That would be according to who I'm sitting down talking to. The real Lauren, I don't think... I'm really bearing my soul to y'all tonight. I'm glad I had a couple of glasses before we went on the air. The real Lauren is somebody that feels very bubbly and light, and I like to entertain people. I love, love, love to make people laugh. That's my favorite thing. I love to make people feel comfortable. People that feel awkward or don't feel, like they're fitting in or something. I feel like one of the most gracious things and the best show of class and etiquette is to make others feel comfortable and welcomed, and I think that's a big thing. But to me, that's the difference between me and I also have a really deep dark side. Like I said, I write dark stories. I like dark authors. I like to read dark stories because the conflict and entertainment. I think that everybody, you look at Socrates, you look at any great Shakespeare, any great writer, it's always a struggle between good and evil, and strong versus weak, and this, that, and the other, and I find a beauty in that, as bad as that is. So, yes, I'm bubbly and light normally. I'm bubbly and light on the air, but yes, there are times that I'm deep and dark, and probably sit on the couch and watch horror movies all weekend.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have one for you. What's the favorite of the... You used to do commercials back in the day.
Oh, my God. Really?
So what was your favorite one?
Coca-Cola, because I got to do. Well, Coca-Cola or Walmart. My daughter was actually pulling. She cracks me up. I'm sitting there watching television. I'm taking notes on the guest that I thought I was going to have last night. And she walks through with this photo album, this huge, thick photo album, and this picture drops out. And she goes, "Oh, look, Mom, there's you with your anorexic friends at the McDonald's." And it wasn't. It was, I was at a Walmart convention, and I was, it was huge auditorium at McDonald's, and all these places were doing stuff, and we were putting on shows for everybody. But I would have to say Coca-Cola or Little Debbie, because I got to eat Little Debbie's and I got to drink Coca-Cola. And it was the first was when Diet Coke came around. That's how old I am. I was drinking Diet Coke for the first time.
You and Bear Bryant?
Yeah, he actually came to my dad's store.
I know.
That's crazy. Him and the Auburn coach were sitting at my dad's. I didn't know who they were. Paul, oh, here we go. Of course, we bring up football, and here comes the phone calls. Jordan. Here come the phone calls. Hi, this is Lauren Damage, Cosmopolitans with Lauren. Can I help you?
Hello, is it Lauren?
It's Lauren.
Hi, it's Mike in Blood Ugly.
Hey, Mike. Oh, he's my friend. Hey, my lover. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Well, I didn't really mean lover. Like, he's my love. Okay. They all looked at me like, what? And I was like, no. I meant like, hey, love. Like, hey, Mike.
I'm listening. I got in time to listen to your show, so I figured I'd call in. But
good. How are you tonight? Y'all, you know me. Y'all that follow me know that I love my Blood Ugly, and I actually have the T-shirt on right now as we speak. And Mike is one of the people that we were just talking about when I got asked the questions of who I have on the show. It's people that they're starting their second careers in life. How are you, Mike, tonight?
I'm doing very well. I'm working like usual.
You're always working. Mike has like a major clothing line, and he's got a book out. And you're just crazy busy all the time. And he returns, like, you can call Mike or text him, and he's right back at you, where it takes me a day or two to get back. I don't know how you do it. I don't know if you're, like, slurping back speed or something, but you're very on top of things.
Yeah, and by now. I have the new stuff I wanted you to have.
I know. And tonight my daughter came in and she goes, "Mom, we got a package." And I was like, "Oh, that's my package from Mike." And she came back. She goes, "No, it's my rings I ordered." I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh.
So it's a little slow in Alabama, so we're expecting it soon, Mike.
All right. If you don't get it by Monday, Tuesday, let me know, because I'll have to check on the postal service.
Yeah, you can check on with the Pony Express riders.
Yeah.
And the Sopwith Camel pilot. Make sure you made it here.
Because we're from Alabama. Everything runs.
And actually, there's a shirt and a hat in there for Bart, too.
Oh, there you go, Bart.
Awesome.
And I
always keep forgetting to include him. I send you things, and I forget that Bart's part of the show and part of your life there. So
I'm behind the scenes.
There's a shirt and a hat in there.
That's because you love me, and I love you.
I'm like the Johnny Fever guy, but you don't ever see him. I'm like Les Nessman.
I don't know who that is. No,
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Oh, hey, nobody knows.
That would mean you'd be the Lonnie Anderson.
Nobody knows what you're talking about right now, unless they're like...
unless they're like 100.
I know. Just go in and talk to you. But, no, and I actually, Mike, if y'all look at Blood Ugly on Instagram or on my Facebook page or whatever, Mike, I gotta hook you up with my veterans. I just think that would be such a cool concept of your ideal of things. And guys, you can go on Amazon and see. This isn't I didn't plan this to sell Mike's stuff, but if you go on Amazon and look up Mike and his book, it's an amazing book, and it's an inspirational book, and I have it next to my bed and I read it at night. And his clothing line is so soft, and I really appreciate that we found each other in the beginning. It's like what I was talking about when, networking is a great deal, and some people hate Facebook and some people hate social media, but I think it's a great thing. Like, my best friends are social media. I don't know about you, Mike, because we work so hard, we don't get out that much, right?
Oh, yeah, social media is great because you can touch people in so many different states all over the place, without leaving your home.
Right. And we work a lot.
It's great.
Yeah. And as much as, and when you get like you and me, and I guess this was a question that you had started to ask me earlier, could you get off your phone, right? Are you on your phone? Okay, I'm kidding. It's a joke. What you were asking me earlier is that once you kind of start getting like a little, I don't know what the word is, not popularity or a little bit of fame, it gets to be almost so much that one person can't do it. Don't you feel like kind of like you? I mean, I don't know if you have a couple of people working for you. I don't. I'm still at that point where I'm trying to do, well, okay, besides Bart. But Bart, you don't check those messages and stuff. That I'm still trying to do it myself.
Everything is on me. I do everything 100% myself.
And it gets to be overwhelming, right? Like in the morning before I even get up, like at 5 this morning, the phone was going off. There's like 200 or 300 messages, and people get offended. And it's not that I don't love and want to reach out to everybody. It's just there's one of me, and I'm still raising my kid, and I still have to teach school, and I still have stuff to do. So it's not that I'm not. We still want to reach out and we still want to do all that we do. It's just we're getting bigger and we're wanting to make a bigger
impact.
Thank you for the word. I'm looking to make a bigger impact. It's just I can't do it to everyone. It's not that I don't love everybody, right? I love everybody.
No, as soon as you get a little bit bigger and more things happen, you'll get an assistant, you'll get help.
Right.
It's all going to work its way in. Everything is happening. This is like I've said to you. This is going to be your year. This is your year to blow up and be famous. Right. Everybody's going to know about Lauren.
You're such an inspiration. Thank you so much. Because
seriously,
y'all, as we're sitting there and y'all listening to me, and I sat on the couch this weekend and I was feeling bummed about myself. I had some family matters going on, and I kind of sat on the couch and I was watching scary movies literally all weekend. But I was thinking, I was upset and I was boo-hooing, and I was like, I have a number one talk show, and I'm about to go into my next movie, and I'm writing another movie. What do I have to be sad about? But we're still human people. I mean, we still have our own issues, even though we have these great things happen, and I am so appreciative, and I so believe in karma, and I always give back, and I always will help a next person. But we still have we're still human. We still have our struggles. It's still not perfect. But
let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm. Ask.
So where do you see yourself by the end of?
So ask it one more time because we got phone calls coming in. Where do you see myself at the end of the year?
By the end of the year, how many more things do you feel you can accomplish? How many other things do you feel are going to come into your life?
Okay.
What do you think is going to happen by the end of the year?
I'm hoping, I will tell you two things I was talking about tonight. I'm hoping that this new movie that I have coming, that I'm working on, is going to blow up. I'm really hoping that that's going to open me up, because when I used to act, I tried acting, when I moved to LA with Courtney Cox, I hadn't really touched myself internally to really express myself. I always worried about what everybody else was thinking. I don't really care what anybody thinks anymore. I just kind of am who I am. So I really hope that opens up, and I'm really hoping my movie, The Last Queen of the Gods, gets put into production, which is my baby. And another thing is that don't get mad at me, Mike, but we're in two different frames of things. I have an eye for fashion, and I have a couple of things. I put together some things today, and I was showing my producers different things I have put together for clothing that I, because I grew up in clothing. I would like to create a clothing line. That's what I would hope. Maybe possibly have a boyfriend too, in maybe in the middle of that have a boyfriend, so I'm not old and crusty and could still remember how to kiss. I don't think I remember how to kiss anymore.
Hopefully my line gets big very, very soon. I can help you with yours.
Well, you're lying. Let me tell you what. It's exactly what, when I walked into the fitness room today, the guy was like, "Blood ugly, what is that?" And I was like, "It's what I'm wearing, honey." So, yeah, I think your blood ugly makes a statement. And it's definitely, I get noticed everywhere. And as I walk around in my blood ugly, shirt, like, Bart came in tonight and I had that blood ugly sweatshirt with the hoodie that you sent over on my beautiful black dress, and he goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm freezing. I have to put this on." But I love Mike because Mike and I kind of came into what we are doing right now together at about the same time, right, Mike?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And it's all working out very well for both of us.
It is.
So things happen for a reason. I believe that 100%.
And I love you, Mike. And I have to go because we have another caller waiting. But you know how much I love you, and I will text you later.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Mwah.
See you, Mike.
Thanks, Lauren.
Bye.
Bye. All right. See you, Bart.
All right. We have a question from Elizabeth in Alabama.
Oh, wait. Here we go. Oh, is that another? Okay. Well, I just actually hung up on them. Sorry. Okay.
All right. Here's a question from Elizabeth in Alabama. She says, I have 3 questions.
Uh-oh.
Yes. First of all, if you could only keep one makeup item, the mascara, eyeliner, and lipstick, blush, foundation, or whatever, what would you choose?
Only one?
And why?
I would choose the eyeliner. And I've always gone with the eyeliner. Since I was in college, I can remember I will say this, I'm not dropping names, but I am dropping names. I was sitting with Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox one time, and we were sitting on the set of Friends, and I had the thick eyeliner on, the kind of Cleopatra eyeliner, because I'm obsessed with Cleopatra, and they were like, "That's so not in, that's so not in." I've always loved it. I have worn it before it was in. I will wear it after it's in. It is what I love. So that would be my thing, because my eyes, I think you have to choose if you're looking for beauty parts and stuff. Personally, for me, my eyes are probably my best asset on my face, so I accentuate that. If you've got great lips and you've got those perfect lips and everything, I would say go with the lipstick. If you've got great cheekbones and you got this great sculpted face, I would say go with blush and contour. It's really what you feel like your best feature is to offer up. You've got to accentuate that.
All right, second question. If you had only 15 minutes today to exercise, what would you do?
I would, oh gosh, that's a hard one. For me, it depends on late in life. I wanted to do a feed on this. It really depends on where you are in your life. Like if you're in your 20s or your 30s or your 40s or your 50s, I'm not going to tell you where I am, but I'm later in life. So I would do a great, for me personally, I would do a good 5-minute cardio, high intensity. Then I would do a 2.5-minute, maybe arms and legs or glutes. And then I would definitely do another 5 minutes of stretches and yoga.
Okay. All right. Third question.
Mm-hmm.
If you could interview anyone in the world, living or dead, who would it be?
That's funny, because this
be Elvis.
This could make or break me, right? Like, this could be like I'm Katie Couric and I'm going to interview somebody really serious, or I could be like the entertainment person. But
Elvis is safe.
But I wouldn't really know what to ask him, because he'd be eating peanut butter sandwiches the entire time. Like
thank you very much.
It'd be peanut butter. What is it? Peanut butter and barbecue. It was something weird, crazy like that. Who would I interview? Caesar. I would interview Caesar.
Which one?
What do you think? Really? No, I take that back. I'm going to take that back. Because I wrote The Last Queen of the Gods, which is based on Cleopatra, the day that she takes the throne, and I know every single thing about her. I would say I would interview Cleopatra, because she was amazing. She was a mystic, and she could speak, 10 different languages, and she was a mathematician, and she was a spiritualist, and a magician. She was amazing. She wrote plays. She was amazing. So yeah, I would say Cleopatra. Is that all I got there?
That's all from Elizabeth in Alabama.
Thank you, Elizabeth from Alabama. Love those questions. All right, so now you give me another question.
Okay, so
because we've actually have had to turn down. If y'all are listening, I don't know how to work the board yet. So when y'all are calling and I'm having to turn down the phone calls, it's because there's somebody on hold and I don't know how to beep over yet. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're working on some new techniques. All right, so who would you say your favorite author is? We'll do some easy ones.
Well, it'd be Edgar Allan Poe. I love Edgar Allan Poe, and I love Edgar Allan Poe. I love Edgar Allan Poe. I just lost one of my eyelashes, y'all that are listening. Edgar
Allan, you can't see.
I can't see because my tarantulas off my eyes are off. First of all, okay, if we're going to be light and fluffy, I like Jane Austen because Pride and Prejudice. I love Pride and Prejudice. When I was going through my divorce, I would curl up in a fetal position. Is that 3 minutes I have to go? Oh my God, okay, I have to wrap this up. Would be Jane Austen because Pride and Prejudice, I love that. And Edgar Allan Poe because I love the fact that he touches on the Raven, he touches onto the supernatural, and I like that kind of stuff. And Homer because it dives into the Odyssey and Greek mythology and Roman mythology, and I love to escape through different aspects of reading and writing and history, and I love history. All right, so I was just given the click of 3 minutes, and all of y'all that, my good friends that are out there that said that they were going to call tonight and they didn't, I'm going to cut you that big old line of slack tonight and tell that pretty much everybody got sick tonight on me. But seriously, I love my listeners. I really appreciate the fact that I have a radio show. I love Joe and I love Bart for allowing me this time to interact with you and talk to you. And I love the fact that my following has gone up tremendously because that is an opportunity for me to reach other people and to touch your life and maybe make you laugh or maybe make you rethink things or try and be better or realize that there is always a different avenue and different path you can take. So you can always go to Cosmopolitans with Lauren on Facebook, or you can go to Welcome to Lauren's World, which you can learn fashion and beauty and health. And I love that. That's a big part of me, and it's not just because I love being beautiful. It's just I love fashion and I love being healthy. And give me an idea. Shoot out an idea if you have it. Something that you think the show would be really great for, or you have an idea for the show, or you really are having an issue. And we'll look at it and we'll go, I can't guarantee that I will be able to answer everything that comes through, but there's pretty much, I will do that. I'm really excited next week. I'm hoping to be on my new movie in New Orleans and eating fattening New Orleans food. So we're going to talk about health and fitness, called The Possessed. And I am the Southern Belle whose daughter gets possessed. So, stay tuned and come back to me next week, guys. I love y'all. Kisses and hugs. Come back to me. See you soon, guys.
From 1,000 miles, yeah, the heavens open every time she smiles. And when I come to her, that's where I belong. Yet I run into her like a river song. She gave me love, love, love.